going scrolling, because I'm going to find somebody else to do it. One thing about it, when I want something done, it's going to get done. It don't matter if it's you. It don't matter if it's somebody else. It don't matter if it's somebody else. It don't matter if it's somebody after that. It don't matter if it's somebody across the country. It don't matter if it's somebody in a different state. It don't matter if it's somebody in a different state. I'm going to get it done regardless.
I'm still trying to figure out how to handle the disconnect. I ain't a broken record, I'm done repeating myself. I know what I bring down to the table, you need to see my worth. I ain't the type of girl who ain't gon' say nothing. I like it better on vacation when I had all your attention. And when you with your boys, next time me to come to win.
Alright, y'all, so if y'all haven't watched the first part, go ahead and watch the first part of one of my experiences with the worst hairstylist that I thought ever. So let me go into the story time of why I had to cut one of my hairstylists off. Because one thing it's one thing y'all should know. One thing y'all should know is I do not play about my hair. Like, I don't play the, I'm gonna do this when I feel like, or I don't play the, I don't play none of that. Or I'm just not gonna go out my way because of whatever the case is. Like, no. If you are a hairstylist, I'm gonna expect you to do your job. Does things happen in life? Yes, it does. So at this point in time, I was supposed to be graduating. Well, not supposed to, because I did, but I was gonna be graduating. So I had short hair at the time, and I wanted to go ahead, and get my hair done the day before graduation. Short hair, y'all, anybody who has short hair knows that short hair is extremely high maintenance, okay? Like, to the point to where, with just me personally, I like my stuff to look real fresh. So short hair was high maintenance to where, I'm getting my hair done pretty much every week with my short hair, because I don't play about my hair, and I don't, I like to look presentable. I don't play about my hair. That's your crown. That's not something that you should play with anyways. So I come in there, right? I get off work. I took off a little early. Excuse me, I do this sometimes. But I took off a little early for work, and to make sure everything was in order, because I had my hair appointment and it was supposed to be at a certain time, right? So I go ahead, get off, happy to get off, finna get my hair done. But in the back of my mind is just like, I don't know if I'm finna be in here all day, and I don't got the time to be in here all day. Because in previous instances, it was pretty much back to where, like, if you had a hair appointment, you're basically gonna be there all day, basically. Because either, they was overbooked, or usually it's overbooked, usually. So, and it's just like, it's the day before graduation, so I don't have time to be sitting in being no place all day. You know what I mean? Like, I got things to do. Like, graduation is tomorrow. I got things to do and stuff like that. So I walk in there. I see that it's a person in one chair. I see that they're doing, and there's a person in the other chair across from the person's hair that they're doing that is still waiting to be tended to. So I'm thinking, okay, like, I got things to do. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for both people's heads to get done when I could be running, doing other things, and getting ready for, graduation, right? So I go in there, I look at both of them, and I'm like, I asked the hairstylist, like, hey, can I go do something real quick? Like, I need to run some errands. Can I go run some errands real quick? And I should be back shortly. So I was gone longer than I did anticipate. But I had to go get my sash, like one of my other sashes for something else, and amongst other things. And conversations took place to where it took me a little longer to get back than I originally planned on being gone. So I get back like an hour later. I come back. There's a person still in the chair of hair that is being done, right? So I'm like, okay, I was gone for a little bit, but they still doing somebody's hair. Like I didn't waste their time. So I get back. This person is like, oh, because I was supposed to get color. And this person is like, we're not going to be able to do your color anymore. We don't have time to do your color. How don't you have time to do my color when you're still doing somebody's hair? But just because things didn't go and plot out the way that they originally had planned, they didn't do my color because things didn't go exactly how they wanted to go planned. Like they was talking about, I was planning on putting you, doing this with you, and doing this with this person, and having your color doing this, and then doing this. Your hands is in too many people's head, for one. Like, for what your plan that you were saying, your hands would have been in too many people's head at one time. Okay? And I'm just like, so you can't do my color? Like, my graduation is tomorrow. And they said no. I was going longer. I was going about 2 hours. My thing that I didn't understand was you still were doing somebody's hair. Like, I don't understand that. Like, with me being gone for an hour, you were still doing somebody's hair. And as long and as many times as I've sat here for an hour and over an hour to wait for you to do my hair, basically just about every single time that I have booked with you, I waited that long. Like, as a client, I waited that long. Every time. And I knew when I was going to get my hair done, I knew that, okay, don't expect to plan nothing else. Don't expect to don't expect to have another appointment after this appointment. Like, it was you have to, like, do this for a whole entire day type ordeal, depending on what time that you booked. Like, if you weren't the first person, you were going to be in there for a while, if not all day. So yeah, I was so irritated, and then they had the nerve to go out their way and say, like, I don't feel bad, yada yada this. But like I said, as many times as I've sat here and I had to sit here for over an hour just to wait for you to touch my hair because you overbooked, is not okay. Especially if it's consistent and it's not cool. And yet I still kept coming to you, which I probably should have stopped a long time ago. I still kept coming to you. And I still kept showing love. Even though you would take up my whole entire day most of the time. So, I'm just like, okay, bet. Cool. If that's how we want to play it, you don't want to do my color when I know you have time to do my color? Okay. That's fine. But watch me get somebody else to do it as I always do. Because I just know. I was pissed, like, my graduation was tomorrow, like, that's messed up. And you talking about you don't have time. You know how light my hair gets. You know my hair lifts extremely quickly. Like, my hair lifts extremely quickly. And you know that. And you're saying that you don't have time to do my hair. Or you don't have time to color my hair, excuse me. The hair that he was doing. The second one, I'm going to assume that was in there from the first time I walked in. I was sitting diagonal from the girl that he was... or straight ahead, excuse me, from the girl that he was already tending to when I had first originally walked in there. But they finished up with her, and I got in a chair When I tell y'all I was so pissed off, I did not want to sit in that chair. I did not want to be in there. I'm thinking in my head, oh, you lucky my graduation is tomorrow, because baby, I would have said forget it if my graduation wasn't the next day, and I would have found somebody else to do it, like immediately, like next day. But I didn't have time, and I didn't have no choice but to sit there and get it done, because it was already late in the day. The chances of me finding somebody else to do it when it's already late in the day is pretty much slim to none, because it was the evening at this point in time, and my hair wouldn't have been done for graduation. So I sat there through my irritation and my frustration, and it was like silence, because I didn't want to talk. I didn't even want you touching my hair. Like, it was bad. It was bad. I didn't want to be touched. Like, it was bad. If that's how you gonna play it, after as many times as I done sat here and waited, and time basically wasn't valued, because you shouldn't be sitting in no shop all day. You know what I mean? Like, I get people trying to make try to make their money, but you shouldn't be sitting in no shop basically all day. You shouldn't. So just thinking about that, and thinking about how little you accommodated in that, I'm not coming back. And that's just what it is. I don't play about my hair, and that was a bold move that was pulled. And I'm not coming back. Like, you won't see me again. I'm not coming back. Because it is not like you was sitting and literally waiting on me. You wasn't even waiting on me. You was still doing somebody's hair when I got back. When I was gone for 30 minutes, when I was gone for an hour. And just because things didn't go as planned to the T as you wanted it to, you would say, claim that you didn't have time to do my color. So, y'all, I was so mad. So I go get my hair washed. They wash my hair, and I'm just sitting in silence because I'm so mad. I want to go off, but it was just bad. I wanted to go off so bad. But what is that gonna do? What is that gonna do? I wanted to go off so bad. It was just bad. I wanted to go off. So I'm end up going and getting, and so I go to the shampoo bowl and get my hair washed. Hell, y'all, they had a client after me. Keep in mind, this is still in the evening. And remember how I just told y'all that they said that they didn't have time to do my color? It was an hour. After it was just me. After they finished up with the other person. After they finished up with the other person, before I got actually in the chair, it was a whole nother hour that went by before the next person came in to get their hair done. My hair lifts extremely quickly, y'all. I wasn't getting nothing crazy. Like, my hair lifts extremely quickly. So you had time to color my hair, but you chose not to because things didn't go your way, exactly your way as you wanted it to. So that pissed me off even more. And I'm just like, bro, like, you really can't be for real right now. Like, this can't be for real. Like, you playing. You're playing. I was literally going for a whole hour before the next person came in. You talk about you don't have time to do my hair. Keep in mind, y'all, my hair is short. My hair is short. there's not much to do. There's not much to do. My hair is short. There is not much to do. That's why I'm just like, this is just crazy. Like, this is crazy. My hair is short. There's not much to do, but yet you so-called didn't have time to do my color. So I'll get done washing, come back to the chair. Like I said, it was a whole hour before the next client actually came in. I had got put under the dryer to dry my hair. And while I'm there, I'm looking like, going scrolling. Because I'm going to find somebody else to do it. One thing about it, when I want something done, it's going to get done. It don't matter if it's you. It don't matter if it's somebody else. It don't matter if it's somebody else. It don't matter if it's somebody after that. It don't matter if it's somebody across the country. It don't matter if it's somebody in a different state. It don't matter if it's somebody in a different state. I'm going to get it done regardless. So if you don't want to give the money, cool. I'll give it to somebody else. Who don't pick and choose just because things don't go 100% their way. As many times as, somebody's in sat here, for you. So I'm in the chair under the dryer, and when I tell y'all, I'm looking up stuff, looking up people, looking up hairstylists and everything, because I'm not playing. Like, I'm gonna find my next hairstylist, because I'm not coming back. I'm gonna find my next hairstylist and go from there. So I ended up finding somebody while I was sitting in the chair getting dried. I ended up finding somebody, and I booked them while I'm sitting in the drying chair. I booked them. So I go ahead, book them, and I go ahead and book them. And I think they might have, I don't remember what date I booked them, but I think it was maybe I booked them for the same week. Like, the same week I booked the folks. I'm just gonna call the folks, not the folks, but I booked the hairstylist within the same week. So in all that little time, I already found somebody else. I booked them and went with them. Yeah, that was the end of that. So I ended up booking them, y'all, and that was that. And that's pretty much the end of that story in regards to that. It was just real disappointing how, people is not always accommodating, especially when a lot of their time is wasted to even come to you. Like, this is not the 1960s. Nobody should be sitting in a shop all day. People got things to do, and people like to be in and out. And I'm one of those people who like to be in and out. Like, I got other stuff to do. I don't want to be sitting here all day. So that just pissed me off to the T, and I never came back. I never went back ever since. It's been like 3-4 years now, probably. Might even be longer than that. And that is my story time for having to cut my hairstylist off. Because the fact that you weren't even waiting on me, and that you were still doing somebody else's hair, and then still had the nerve and the audacity to sit up here and try to tell me that we can't do your color because you were going longer than expected, but yet you're still doing somebody else's hair. It's not like you were just came up, and it's not like I came up and you was sitting in the chair, and you was just waiting on me. Like, that's not what happened. Your hands was still in somebody's head when I came. So let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, I booked somebody else, and I went and seen them the same entire week, and they ended up doing my color. So, and that was that. So either way it go, whether it's somebody else, whether it's you, whoever, I'm going to get my stuff done. Period. So In the moral of the story, my hairstylist at the time had got cut off, and I got what I wanted done anyways. It might have not been the same day, but it was within the same week. I think it was like literally I think it was literally like 2 days before I had got it actually done. So, and when I tell y'all, that hairstylist that I had did my color, her work was super great. Like, she specialized in short hair for the most part. I mean, she can do other things, but she specialized in short hair for the most part. Like, she was great. She was extremely professional. She didn't have you in there all day. She didn't overbook. Like, it was pretty much a in and out pretty much type of situation. Or even if she was a little bit behind, it wasn't nothing crazy to where like you would be in there, you know, all day, and she'll just let you know what she's gonna do. Like, if she's a little bit behind, she's gonna let you know the plan. She was like, hey, I'm gonna do this with this person, and then I'm gonna get right to you, and then do this. Like, her hands wasn't in too many people's heads at the same time. It's just like she had somebody, she focused on them, got them out the way, had somebody, you know how a proper rotation is supposed to go. Like, so it was really nice and comforting in regards to that. But she ended up moving like a little bit later down the line, because I literally had went to her like a couple times, and she had ended up moving later on down the line. But at that point in time, I had pretty much decided that I'm gonna be done with short hair. I was doing short hair for some years, and I pretty much decided that I was gonna be done with the short hair, so I started growing my hair back out. But yeah, she was great and very professional, didn't overbook, and it was just a way better experience of coming in, getting your hair done. Like, you can tell that she really cared about your hair. Like, there's certain stuff that she told me that, you know, people wanted her to do when it comes to their hair, and she wouldn't do it because she know their hair will fall out, and you know, all sorts of stuff. So she was really, really nice. And I'm glad that I ended up finding her and going to her to do my color and stuff. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and slap my lashes on. But that's pretty much the end of this story time of why I had to cut off one of my hairstylists. But go ahead, don't forget to watch the other video of one of my worst experiences with a hairstylist if you haven't, because this is part 2, the different hairstylists. But go ahead, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will go ahead and see y'all in the next lit video. Bye, Shark Gang.